Well, this is an actual emergency. There's no clickbait here, my friends. This stuff is actually hilarious. So currently, Plarium has going on what I would consider straight up the worst glitch, what bug, whatever you want to call it, I've ever seen in my life. They're calling it a visual bug. Okay, but this is straight up just hilarious. And before we get into that, let me pop this up where you can see it here. Pow. Okay, take a look. This is from the Discord announcements. The reason I had to get up at 6 a.m. and make a video is not everyone has Discord, you know? I mean, not everyone's going to see this here. And unfortunately, kind of as it stands, that's right. You are reading this correctly. There I am. The maintenance has been postponed. But that's not the important part. Look at this here. Also, guys, a clarification. For now, there is a visual bug in the shop. Some of you may see the 2x deal is active, but it's just a visual thing. In fact, the deal was turned off an hour ago. We will fix this bug, but please accept our apology. Don't accept our money back, but please accept our apology. So if you buy the 2x deal right now in the shop, it's not 2x. It says it's 2x, but it's not 2x. So I absolutely had to tell you guys about that because don't buy. I mean, you can get completely destroyed. Look at this. It's boosted summons right now. It's boosted summons, okay? And if you want, oh my God, get past all the stupid offers. It's literally 2x boosted summons. And so if you bought all the voids out, then you go in here to the packs, right? And some people would say in the 2x still. It would say 2x void shards, and you're like, oh, let me buy 10 void. But it's not 2x. It's gone. So be careful, guys. If it still says 2x for you, do not buy it because apparently a bunch of people are still getting this. A lot of people in the clan have told me that they still have the 2x showing, and there's reports. The Discord is kind of going hilarious right now. There's just spam after spam after spam in the general discussion here about just roasting, just absolutely roasting the situation. Kind of a bummer. But anyway, so that's the shout out on that. But we have more news. This isn't a 10-minute video just milking that little bit of information. What we have on top of it actually is they have a Q&A we're going to go over as well, which is something completely new, which is great because we were just the other day we were talking about in terms of, here, let's pull this up here. We were talking about in terms of the duplicate legendary system. So I would like to see if they actually mention that here. So here we have the dev Q&A. And let me scroll this over a little bit easier to read there. And let's go through it here. So last week we had a meeting with game designers. Our moderators helped create a list. Okay, so when clan boss key is given through daily login rewards delivered to the inbox, please. They say already in the plans. Give something for utilizing duplicates. Here we go. As we announced earlier, we do have an idea of that feature that would turn duplicates into benefits. However, this is just an idea yet. So basically nothing. What we're working on, you can use duplicates in multiple faction wars, new terms. So basically they say nothing. This is the same thing they've said every single time. As of 8 months ago, this was still the same thing. They're saying no progress has been made. They have an idea and that is it. Suggestion number 3, be able to pin up champions, being able to pin them to the top. I like that suggestion. They say we have a lot of things with higher priority on the list, like fixing the 2x visual bug, Kappa. So they're going to be leaving that for the future when they actually work on things. Make flat stats more useful. Attack/defense, 3-digit number, HP 4. This is not in our plans. However, we'll keep this idea for... Is there anything in the Q&A that is in the plans? Being able to choose the skills we want to use on auto. Yes, we do agree that's a good idea, but this feature needs times and resources, which we don't have right now. Okay, here's what I don't understand. What do you have right now? I mean, you can make 2x packs. You can make these, what is there you can do? Remove it. What are you working on then? What's the point of the Q&A if you're not going to work on any of these? Remove a clan boss key after the battle. Not for. This is something we need to think about. They have to think about all of these. Add a mute button and get. What's the point of the Q&A? To someone from the chat, no problem. We can add this option, but not in the closest release. Okay, so a mute button's good. That's one thing they said they can do. Add a critical rate and critical damage glyphs. At the moment, we don't plan to add these. Could break the balance. That's true. That would break the balance. Annoying pop-up when using champions that is needed for fusion. Yes, we do see your point here. We think about what we can do. We realize this is a every one of these is like, yes, you're right. And then that's all they say. Add in-game library with the definition of all the buffs and debuffs. We've been thinking about it. We'll bring something like that and more enhanced to the game very soon. Okay, I like that. Basically a way of defining the buffs and debuffs for people that don't understand what's going on. I like that. And they say to the game very soon. So that's good. Add a pop-up suggestion to use 5 arena tokens from the inbox when fighting. We will make this happen. Good. That's another good one. Good job. That's because if you refill tokens, it doesn't automatically refill the 5 that you get from the daily rewards. That's a good change, and I like that one. Suggestion 12. Make arena bows more rewarding. Get a reward for 100 victories or 10 victories using one champion, etc. He says, thanks for the suggestion. We'll think about what we can do from here. He basically tells them to off, and thanks for your suggestion. Make it possible to get the clan boss keys separately in the inbox. Like everything else in the Great Deal Mix Pack. That player doesn't need all 3 of those clan boss keys at the moment. They said, that's a good one. We'll make this happen. Okay, so they will make that happen. For when you... That's... You know what? They're going to make this happen because that's a purchasable pack. Add something where we can use Great Hall medals after a full upgrade. That's something we need to think about. Thanks. So that's not going to happen either. Receiving champion information when it is in the vault. That's a pretty interesting idea in itself. However, as we said earlier, we want to concentrate on new content more. Okay, so they're working on new content. A low red dot in the clan tab when someone applies or leaves the clan. No problem. We can do that. Make some way to designate between dupes. If you have 2 cold hearts, be able to label them. Yes, that's been needed. We might be able to make this happen. We'll leave this idea for further. The problem with these Q&As is like, why even read them? Like, what's even the point? Why would I make a video about this? We learned nothing. Have the option to search champions in the next by buff debug. Thanks for the suggestion. We'll think about it. I mean, basically what we could do, I don't even know if I should read the, like, make it possible to pin up a channel in the game. That's a pretty good addition. It'll come to the future. How we cannot promise. Who cares? Okay, who cares about it? So basically all this is, well, here's what we got. All right. Here's everything in the Q&A. That's actual information that they for sure gave us an answer on, which is the clan boss is given through daily login rewards is going to the inbox. Let's see what else was actually said for sure. The mute button in game will be added. A library of definitions for buffs and debuffs. And that your 5 arena tokens from the inbox will in fact be used. And that when you purchase your clan boss keys from the Great Mix Pack, that will be separate as well. So these are all just like inbox clan boss key things. These are all inbox things. Okay. Well, let me think about this from my glass half full way. Let's look again. Okay, so let's try to glean some positive information out of this. I do nothing but complain about content, and they have said at the moment we're working on content. So there's that in there. So, and they said they're going to do a lot of thinking. They have a good think tank over there. We see them doing a lot of thinking about all these suggestions. So, if you have, let me put it this way, guys. If you have a suggestion for the game, please leave it in the comments, and I will respond. This is a great suggestion. I'll think about it for you. Every comment. If you want to leave a comment, I will copy paste. This is a fantastic suggestion. Thank you for the suggestion. I will think about it as my response for every single comment to this video. I'll leave a link where you can read through this dev Q&A. Basically, this is the same thing as the last one. If you look at the last dev Q&A, it was all like, this is a great idea. We'll think about it. None of the ideas that I saw that they were thinking about in the previous one have been moved up in priority in this one. I don't see any progress in terms of discussing the things previously. It just kind of seems like random questions added up so that way they can say they do a dev Q&A. They said the problem with these dev Q&As is in other games, they do something called like a road ahead or whatever. Like Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, there's like a road ahead, and that game has its own level of problems. So I'm not comparing it to a good game, but essentially what they do in the road ahead is they tell you what they're working on instead of making you guess. Here they say they would rather do content. I guess we got the leak for or not the leak, it's more of a Twitter thing for the tag team. So we have that we know there's probably some tag team stuff coming in for, soon. And we know we got kind of the leak of the battle pass, but tag teams arena, I guess that would be kind of new content, but I don't see anything in here. I mean, they're working on new content. Hopefully it's the Void Tower. Okay. Hopefully it's the Void Tower is what we can say. Let me know what you guys thought as I zoom myself out here and zoom myself back in. Let me know what you guys think in terms of this Q&A. It kind of wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't really exciting. I was hoping to go through here and have some more stuff to get hyped up about this video, but there wasn't a whole lot in here that could kind of be like, oh my Lord, let's go. But for sure, don't buy the X2 packs. If it still says X2 in here, you can see mine doesn't say it, so it's not for everyone. But if it does say X2, don't buy it. It's not ×2. You're only going to get the normal pack. So be careful, boys. Be careful, all right? I love you all. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a comment down below saying your suggestion for the game so I can say what a great idea. I'll think about it. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye now.